All right, YouTube, we got our next installment here of the self-sufficient toolkit. It's going to be the last one that I make for today, and there'll be 5 videos for today, which I don't really know why I just keep going with these. I'm enjoying them, so I'm going to do this last installment for today, and then I'm probably going to read a little bit and go in and take a shower and just kind of relax for the night. But as I've been saying, these are the tools that you need, a basic toolkit to be self-sufficient and do the work that you need to do so that you don't have to pay carpenters, electricians, plumbers, mechanics, whatever. So this here, we're going to talk about utility knives. Now I know I did a video where I talked about the buck knife and the Leatherman, and those have different uses. These kind of knives here, utility knives, they have the disposable razor in them. That disposable razor right there. These are really beater knives. You can chew up the blade. You can cut through stuff that you don't want a knife like your buck knife going through. These are construction grade tools, hard work grade tools, and you're going to be using these to cut drywall, to cut cement board, hardy board, stuff like that. You're going to be using the razor to cut the insulation off the outside of Romex wire so that you can get at the strands in the middle of it. You're going to be using this to cut caulk when you're removing like baseboard or crown molding, or caulk around the tub when you're redoing your bathroom, things like that. You're going to be using these to sharpen your carpenter's pencils. All manner of cutting tasks that just wouldn't be appropriate to use a buck knife for, or a pocket knife, because you're going to chew up the blade. Now obviously you see you've got this regular blade here, regular razor blade. That one's actually pretty beat up. And you also have the exact same knife over here, but it has a hook blade. A hook blade you're going to be using to cut asphalt shingles, which you can see that's primarily what this is used for. This is in my builder's bag for building tool sheds, and I keep a regular one, this regular one here, and this one for when I'm cutting shingles. You can cut linoleum with this. You can cut all manner of different flexible sheet goods with a hook knife. Now there's several different styles of these that you can get. All of these, this is retractable, goes back in. Somebody beeped at me. This is also retractable, goes back in. This one here, the classic Stanley 99, retractable. This here is not retractable. That's a fixed bladed utility knife. Now, each of these has different pros and cons. Obviously, one of the biggest cons of this is that doesn't retract, that doesn't go away, and it's a razor blade. So you can cut yourself up, you can't just put it in a pocket or in a tool belt without something to protect you from the razor. The reason you would want a fixed bladed razor knife is if you're going to be hanging a lot of drywall. You're going to be cutting a lot of drywall, you're going to be cutting a lot of hardy board, a lot of curdy board, a lot of sheet goods that you cut that are going to produce dust, because eventually you can cut it with one of these, but see how that moves in and out? The retractable feature on that, eventually that's going to gum up with whatever the dust is, the drywall, the hardy board, whatever. It's going to gum up, and it's going to be difficult to change the blades. It's going to be a pain. So when I'm doing drywall or different types of like hardy board, drywall, that kind of stuff, I like the fixed bladed knife. You have to change it by unscrewing that and taking this whole thing off like a clamshell. There is extra blades that you can store in here. You can hear them rattling around. This one also has extra blades. You push this button down, this whole thing slides out, swings out rather, and you keep extra blades in there. But to change the blade, all you do is push this button and pull the blade out, and you're able to change the blade that way. It's fast. They call this an Insta Change. And these two, like I said, I keep one that has the hook blades. These are my most used utility knives. They're in my main tool belt, my carpentry construction tool belt, and 90% of the time they're the knives I'm using. I do like to keep one of these. I keep this in my tool bucket for when I'm going to be doing drywalling. You never know. You might end up doing drywall, you might end up doing hardy board, you might end up whatever. So I do keep one of these, but what I'll do is I'll unscrew it and I'll put the blade back in the handle. So these are my most used, and this one here is just a classic razor knife. Obviously you need the screwdriver to undo this, and you keep extra blades in there. I keep one of each in the Insta Change. I keep a hook blade and a regular blade because I'm using them in a production setting when I'm building tool sheds. I don't want to have to change the blades. I don't want to have to look for the blades. I mean, you buy these blades in 100 packs, in 100 blade packs. They come like this, and they're all stacked up inside them. When I'm doing it to make money, that, you know, everybody says, oh, time is money. Time is definitely money. The faster I'm out of there, the more I've made in less time. So these are my two that I use all the time. Obviously, I could keep a few hook blades with the straight blades. I could keep a few straight blades with the hook blades. For me, it's easier just to have the two separate knives. For someone putting together a toolkit, a self-sufficient toolkit, who's going to be using this for everything, I would recommend this knife here, okay? The Stanley 99E. Yes, it takes a little bit longer to change the blades. Keep some straight blades in it. Keep some hook blades in it. This is going to do everything you need it to do in your self-sufficient toolkit. It's all metal. I mean, these here have some plastic in them. This stuff is plastic, and you drop one of those from a height and it's gonna blast apart. But I use them because of the speed of changing the blades. When I'm trying to make money, I want the blades to change quick. That one there, the fixed blade Stanley, the 199 there, that's, like I said, really good for drywall, really good for hardy board, cement board, curdy board, foam insulation, you name it. Anything that's going to produce dust and gum up a mechanism. What I would recommend you get, what I would say, hey, this is what you need to get for your toolkit, would be this or the equivalent right here. It's bomb proof. It's, well, look. Way to go. We'll do it again. And it comes right out. See? Drop this on a cement pad. As long as it doesn't land on the blade, this is still, it's bomb proof. It's gonna do what you want every single time. It's gonna come out. And I think it costs about $9. These are 20 bucks a piece. These two, the Insta Changes. If you want to have the Insta Change, go ahead and buy it. I love them. I think they're good tools. But if you're just looking to own one razor knife, you're just starting out in do it yourself and self-sufficient lifestyle, I would say get this. The simple all metal Stanley 99 knife. This is gonna do all that you need it to do. And it's even, I know I said, oh, if you're cutting a lot of stuff with it, it's gonna gum up. Those are gonna gum up if you're cutting drywall, because this doesn't open like a clamshell, right? All you do is you push that button and you pull that out. This entire thing, this piece, move those. This top piece comes off. This entire thing, you unscrew that and you pull this apart. So if this does gum up when you're doing your different wall board, hardy board, whatever, and there's dust and stuff in there, unscrew it, blast the whole thing with WD-40 or liquid wrench, clean it all up, and you're good to go. In a production setting, having two of them, a regular and a hook blade, tends to work really well. The fixed blade there, that's up to you. You just got to be mindful of the fact that it's an open blade and that you can get cut by it. So again, just very, very simple tools, very inexpensive tools that you will get so much work done with. Cut drywall, you can cut fiberglass insulation, cut the insulation on Romex wire to get at the wires inside of it. Sharpen your carpenter's pencils, cut string, open packages. It's a good, solid beater knife. And out of all of these, like I said, I use those to make money. If you could have one, I would recommend this one right here. So that is the 5th installment of the tools for a self-sufficient toolkit. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys are learning something from this. And I hope wherever you are, you're comfortable and that God is with you. Thank you.